today. So today it's actually kind of to answer a question that a lot of people have, and how long does it take to actually put makeup on in the morning? And I was personally under the misconception, total misconception, that it was just going to take me too much time. I'm just one that, has a hard time waking up in the morning, does not have time to waste, and if I add anything to my schedule, I was afraid it would just kind of make me late. So I've been pushing back a little, and actually I've decided, okay, well, I'll try it and see what it does. And I was amazed because it's actually a lot faster than what I thought. So here's how I start, and I do that every morning to some degrees. Some days I just have a little bit more time and I'll do a little bit more, but this is what I do every morning. So I start with the toner, and I kind of showed you that in the previous video, and because I'm a little bit in a hurry, right, I kind of just rub it in, get that pH going. I have washed my face and everything first. And then my second thing will actually be uplift. And for those of you like me who have bags under their eyes, this little thing right here is just awesome. And a little bit goes a long way. You just kind of, it's a dropper, so I just put one drop on my finger, and then I kind of split it in between two, and I put it right under, kind of go up motion just to kind of tighten up all of that. Here we go. So that's done. Let it breathe just a little bit and set. It feels a little greasy, but really it's not that bad, and you're only putting it underneath, so you kind of get that nice uplift effect. Then my third step is where's the light? Here we go. So it's the primer, right? And a lot of time people will say, well, what do we need a primer? It's just kind of a nice way to make your canvas, which is your face, very smooth, and even out your complexion, and also in a way make the makeup like last a little longer. So you just kind of want to do that. I'll put it on top as well. We're getting that new eye primer, which I can't wait. I've ordered it and I can't wait to get it, because the texture will actually make it a little bit different, and it will help the makeup just stands up. The mineral pigment more exactly stand up better in your eyes. So that's step 3. Step 4 is my BB cream. So, and actually, step 4 is my concealer. And normally I skip that step, but as you can tell, I have a little bit of a blemish here. And so I'm not going to have that if we can avoid it. So tiny little bit, that's all you need. Kind of just rub it in. Cover that spot that shouldn't be there. There's a little bit of redness, but honestly that just goes away with the BB cream. It's probably the lightest or one of the lightest coverage, but for me and for like an everyday I'm just going to work kind of thing, it's plenty. So again, not much in there, and kind of work it in everywhere. And you kind of always want to go down because your face is just covered with, small hair. And you just don't want those to stand up due to the makeup you've just put on. So that's that. So see, here we go, just nice fresh look, nothing fancy, but it works just perfect. And then my next step is bronzer, and you can either do it or not. I kind of like that fresh sun-kissed look, so I always kind of do it, and always kind of focus on those areas where the sun would primarily hit your face. So forehead, and I'm gonna blend all of this, and then kind of like the cheekbones, I usually go back in and put it on top of my nose, a little bit on my chin, there. And you can blend this in a different way. Honestly, just rubbing your hands, you know, kind of make it just a smooth and no harsh line. Works just fine. It's really fast and you're done. So that's another one. And then I'm gonna go with a blusher. And again, it's some of the stuff you do or you don't. I kind of like it. It's just kind of brings some color. And again, I'll blend that. But it's just, I'm actually using Sweet. I have 3 different ones right now, just because I kind of like the different options that you can get by having different ones. So there, that was that. So see, easy enough, 5 minutes. I'm gonna do the eyes, and that's always what takes a little bit longer, as you know. But the nice thing I've discovered with Younique is actually the Splurge cream eyeshadow. And guys, this makes it so easy. I don't even understand why people like, why is not everybody using this? It blows my mind. So just a little bit in the lid. And remember, with those, really, it's all about layers, and the more you put on, and the darker it gets, right? So it's a going to work kind of day, so I'm not going to go too heavy. This is Noble, so I'm just going to put it on my eyelid. Now, all of our splurge actually kind of have that shiny look, so just be aware of that. If you want more matte colors, you're actually gonna have to use either the pigments or the cream palettes, but just really easy. One eye, the other one. I can guarantee you're not gonna see a cat very soon because he just jumped on the table and is exploring. So if that happens, just bear with me. So there you go. Oops, see, I went a little bit fast. You just kind of remove it. But, and you can tell I have one that's darker than the other. So I'm going to fix that. You can't remove, clearly, but you can just add on to the other one to kind of make it the same. All right, so see, just really pretty color. Just had enough to kind of make your eyes pop. Now, normally the way I do it is I would actually switch to the palette to do the rest of the eye. But honestly, you can do everything with the splurge. And so I'm going to show you that. I'm just really cleaning my brush very quickly. And then I'm going to switch to Dainty, which is nice, vibrant color. And I'm going to use that just a little bit to get in the crease. Now remember, right now I'm only applying, and I will actually go back and blend a lot of that. So I chose the darker color on my eyelid and went with something a little lighter for the crease. You can actually do it the other way around, and it really depends on what kind of look you're going for. Again, I'm not necessarily going for something real showy today, even though with all those sparkles I'll probably end up being quite a statement. Right, so only applying right now. I'm gonna grab my pencil and I'm gonna start blending just a little bit. So the locks, and what you do, you kind of just, you know, you just trying to blend the colors, and you don't have to go over too much, but it's just really to avoid any harsh line, which you're not necessarily getting as much with the splurge than if you were using the mineral pigment. And so my last one that I'm going to use is Dreamy, and that will be for that right under the eyebrow. So it's just really silvery bright. It will be just for right under the eyebrow to kind of highlight. When we talk a lot about highlighting and contouring, you always kind of do that a little with your eye when you put that lighter, whiter color right underneath the eyebrow. I have a tendency to look down because I actually have my mirror right underneath, and it's often just a little easier to work with than with the phone. Alright, gonna blend again. Those brushes that you can get from Younique, I would highly recommend, you know, investing in the right brush for the look that you want to achieve. So here, it's fairly easy. It's just really just using you know, the splurge for everything. If you want to go fast, there's just nothing like it. And with that new black that they just came out with, which I'm hoping to receive soon, there's just so much you can do. So I'm just going to do a little bit of eyeliner. Again, a lot of time, if you're short in time, you actually probably don't want to do this because it's just adding on. But in this case, I'm just going to do just a little bit to add color. I still have a lot to learn with the highliners. It's not something I really ever used before, and by doing Younique, you actually learn so much with your techniques, and it's actually just kind of adding on some of the complexity of what you can do. So this is Passionate, so it's a nice purple one just to kind of complement the kind of colors I have going right now. And then I'm actually also going to use Pristine, which is a white one, to put in my under waterline, just to kind of open up my eyes a little. Alright, just enough. See, it just kind of brightens up. So then now the next step is, of course, the mascara. And I may just do one eye because I'm afraid we're just going to run out of time. My goal is to actually get everything done in 15 minutes, which, you know, I'm slowed down a little by, you know, kind of presenting and talking to you and showing the different product. But you would definitely just get it done in 15 minutes. So here we go with the 3D Plus mascara. So remember, we start with the gel. You go all the way at the base and get as much coverage as you can. Try to coat every single lash. There we go. And then we go next with the fibers. And so what I usually do, like if you look, I mean, you can really see it, like there's a lot of loose fibers on this one. So I'll try to kind of squeeze most of them back in the tube. And then what I'll do is actually tighten them up on the wand. And that just allows not to have, you know, free fibers just floating around on your eyelashes. So then you apply the fibers, and remember, you just go from the middle up. You do not need to go all the way. Do you see that little fiber fly? You do not go all the way down because you do not want fibers in your eyes. It's just not really comfortable. So just try to kind of get everything on. All right. So you look up pretty already. And then of course you finish with a last coat of the gel. And again, you just really want to get as much coverage as you can. And then do the bottom. That's always a little tricky for me. Most of the time I actually don't even bother doing the bottom, but you know, for today. So I'm not done, and I'm actually going to keep it that way for now because I want to show you the lips. And I'm actually not going to do, excuse me, anything fancy today. I am just going to go with all lip gloss, and this one is actually lovable, and it seems really pale, but you know what, it just gives enough that, you know, especially for people that are looking for gifts, you want to actually go with a color that will go with everybody's skin, and that would be a good one. Of course, it has to be somebody that like pinks, because otherwise it's not as a clear given. So there you go. So, you know, of course I would go and finish, but this is what it would be. I'm actually going to take my hair down here, because, but this is just really, really easy. And, you know, I have it at 16 minutes right now, but I did talk, and granted I didn't finish, but I guarantee you I do that every day. And even when I use the pigments or the palettes, I actually get it done in 15 minutes, which is pretty amazing because you look so much better, you know, when you actually kind of work with your face, that it's just worth the time. So that's it for now. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.